Most people think successful people just work harder. That's wrong. And honestly, kind of insulting to everyone who's ever been exhausted and broke at the same time. The real difference isn't effort. It's not even talent. It's something way less cinematic and way harder to sell on a motivational poster. It's what you do when nothing is exciting anymore. Here's the thing nobody tells you. The gap between where you are and where you want to be isn't filled with breakthrough moments. It's filled with Tuesday afternoons, where the work is boring, the progress is invisible, and Netflix exists. That's the first separator. Consistency under boredom. Successful people don't enjoy the grind more than you do. They've just stopped waiting to feel like it. A professional athlete doesn't wake up at 5 a.m. because it's fun. They wake up because they've disconnected the action from the mood. They've automated the decision. The feeling is irrelevant. Most people treat motivation like a gas tank, waiting until it's full before they drive. Successful people treat it like a muscle they don't actually need to flex to move. Now here's where it gets genuinely surprising. Studies on high performers, we're talking top surgeons, elite athletes, Fortune 500 executives, consistently show that their distinguishing trait isn't passion. It's emotional regulation. Specifically, how fast they return to baseline after something goes wrong. Everyone gets knocked. The question is, how long do you stay down? Average performers catastrophize. One bad day becomes a story about who they are. One rejection becomes evidence that they shouldn't have tried. Successful people have almost a boring relationship with failure. That didn't work. Next. It's not that they don't feel it. It's that they've built a faster recovery loop. This is something the team at Vantrell Wealth talks about in financial contexts. The investors who build real wealth aren't the ones who found the best stock. They're the ones who didn't panic sell in 2020 when everything looked like it was ending. Emotional regulation isn't soft skill stuff. It's literally the mechanism of compounding. Which brings us to the third thing, strategic patience. Here's an absurd fact. Bamboo grows underground for 5 years before you see a single inch above the surface. 5 years of invisible root development. Then it grows 90 feet in 6 weeks. Most people quit in year 2 because it looks like nothing is happening. The compounding curve is brutal because the early stages are almost indistinguishable from failure. You do the work, you see nothing. You do more work, you see slightly less than nothing. And then, quietly, without announcement, the curve bends. Strategic patience isn't passive waiting. It's active trust in a system you've already validated. It's different from hope. Hope is, maybe something good will happen. Strategic patience is, I know the math works, I just haven't reached the visible part yet. And the last one, this is the one that ties everything together. Long-term repetition cycles. Success isn't a collection of big decisions. It's a collection of small repeated actions that become invisible to you because they're so embedded in your identity that you stop noticing you were doing them. The person who reads 20 pages a day doesn't feel like a reader. They're just a person who reads before bed. The person who saves 20% of every paycheck doesn't feel financially disciplined. They've just automated a transfer. The secret is that repetition doesn't just build skill, it builds identity. And once something is part of who you are, willpower becomes irrelevant. You don't white-knuckle your way through it anymore. So the actual framework is this. Automate the action, regulate the emotion, trust the timeline, repeat until it's just who you are. No breakthrough required. No perfect morning routine. Just Tuesday, again. And you showed up anyway. That's it. That's the whole thing.